To use Google Sheets with Darty-Ai, your spreadsheets must either be publicly shared or you can securely connect private sheets using a Google app. A Google app might sound technical, but don't worry, it isn't something you build or code. The Google app simply allows Darty-Ai to ask Google for permission to access only the Google Sheets you choose to share, using Google's official security system. Nothing is accessed automatically, and you stay fully in control. You don't need to understand anything about apps, coding, or OAuth. Just follow the steps, click what we tell you to click, and type exactly what we show you. You'll also choose which email addresses are allowed to use this connection with Darty-Ai. This setup only needs to be done once and usually takes less than 10 minutes. Enter console.google.com in your browser's address bar. Check, I agree. Click Agree and Continue. To create the new app, click the Select a Project button. If you have already created a Google app in the console, click the button next to the Google Cloud logo to open the project picker. Click the New Project button. Fill in a project name. You can use any name, but something that makes it clear the project is connected to Google Sheets and Darty is recommended. For example, private emails for Darty. You can leave the project ID as it is, or rename it to something meaningful, like private emails for Darty. The file that will be created and later imported into Darty-Ai will contain this name, so it's a good idea to choose something that will be easy to find in the future. Leave the location unchanged unless you know exactly what you are doing. If you were originally on another project, select the new project you just created. Click the navigation menu icon. Then select APIs and Services, followed by Enabled APIs and Services. Click on Add Enabled APIs and Services. Select Google Sheets API. Click Google Sheets API. Click Enable. Click Create Credentials. Click Google Sheets API. Select User Data. Click Next. Type in a name for the app. You can use the same name you chose for the project, such as Private Emails for Darty. This name will be shown on the OAuth screen. Type in a support email address. This can be any email address you want. Since you will not be publishing the app and will keep it in limited test mode, this choice is not critical. If required, add a logo. Any image will do, as it is unlikely to appear anywhere while the app is in test mode. Enter your email address for the developer contact information. This will be accessible from the authorization page. Click Save and Continue. Click Add or Remove Scopes. Scroll down until you see Google Sheets API and auth/drive.read-only. Click the checkbox next to that option and then click Update. Click Save and Continue. Select Desktop App for the application type. Choose a name that will be displayed on the authorization page. Using the project name, such as Private Emails for Darty, is a good choice. Click Create. Click Download, and then click Done. Click on OAuth Consent Screen if you see that option in the navigation menu, or type OAuth Consent Screen into the search bar if you don't. If the app name, support email, and logo are not already filled in, fill them in now. Ignore all app domain links. You do not need to fill these in. Make sure the developer contact email contains your email address. Then click Save. Click Audience in the navigation menu. Click the plus Add Users button. Enter the email addresses that Darty-Ai users will want to share their Google Sheets with. These email addresses must be associated with an active Google account. To associate your business email with a Google account, go to accounts.google.com. On the Sign In screen, click Create Account. Choose between Try Google Workspace and Get a Gmail address. If you choose the free Get a Gmail address option, click on Use Your Existing Mail. Enter your business email address, click Next, and follow the verification process until it is complete. Note that it can take up to 5 minutes for Google to send the verification email containing the code you need. You can easily add additional email addresses later by going to console.google.com, typing Audience into the search bar, and clicking the plus Add Users button. Your app is now set up and ready to be linked to your Darty-Ai account. Go to Settings, Cloud, and click either the Load Private Google Sheet JSON or Add Account button. Navigate to the location of the JSON file that you created and downloaded when setting up the app. It will usually be in your Downloads folder. Select it and click Open. Congratulations! Darty-Ai can now import Google Sheets that are privately shared with your regular email address. To import a privately shared Google Sheet, click the Cloud icon on the Data tab. paste the shared URL into the input box and click the Import button. Google's authorization process should now begin. Your default internet browser will open, and you will need to follow the on-screen steps. First, select the account that the Google Sheet is shared with. Then, ignore any warnings you see. The app is perfectly safe. You created it yourself. Click Continue, and then click Continue again. You should see the Success tab. Close that browser tab and return to Darty-Ai. The Google Sheet should now be loaded, provided it is a valid sheet and is shared with your email address. Note: only Google Sheets can currently be shared using private email addresses. If you want to use an Excel or CSV file hosted on Google Drive, you must make sure it is publicly shared. Now that you have successfully created the app and added the email addresses you want to use with Darty-Ai, you do not need to set up an app again. The app will be valid for all Darty-Ai installations associated with your account. You will simply need to import the JSON file into any new Darty-Ai installation. The Google authorization that allows Darty-Ai to access your sheets is valid for a few hours, or until you click the Remove Token icon, which will require you to reauthorize, or until you remove the cloud account. To securely share an encrypted version of your JSON file so that anyone on your Darty-Ai account can use privately shared Google Sheets, click the Export JSON button. That JSON file can be imported into their Darty-Ai installation using the same buttons you used to import your original JSON file. You can also privately share your original JSON file. Even if someone has it, they will not be able to access your Google Sheets unless they also have your Google account password. Do not post your JSON file publicly. Google will automatically invalidate the JSON file if it is ever posted publicly.